BJ Baker is serving it to you raw and uncut.
It's so tasty, too.
So, we've been on the Cam Jacabz, watch, because I think that he's one of the interesting characters that has continued to move forward after, leaving Grayling and continuing to do content. So now he's on BIGO. He wasn't on BIGO before, but now he's on BIGO now. He is officially an ex of Grayling. He is Grayling's property out there in the world. And so we feel like we have to follow this because, well, he's got his name tattooed on his face about 3 times and several other times in other parts of the body. So he showed up with a female, and we're finding out this is a trans girl, a trans female. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Female's a female, honey. And someone says that she's pre-op, right? Okay. Well, hey, have fun. I mean, we know what he likes to get done. We know what he likes to look like. Eyes rolled up behind his head. You know what I'm saying? So actually makes more sense that he's with a T-girl. You know what I'm saying? It makes more sense because before, remember we talked about he was into girls. And then Grayling was the adventure that he wanted. I kind of knew someone like this when I was younger. I used to know actually a couple of guys like this because these are the kind of guys I would end up with. Guys that were, first coming out of the closet and they wanted to know what it feels like. And, then they used to get either strung out and they don't never want to leave, or, they go off and they go back to women. Either which way, or they go to another guy, whatever the case may be. Usually, I'm not keeping tabs of them because I'm not having them tattooed. I don't have them tattoo themselves. You know what I mean? But we know the Cam Jacabz type. You know what I'm saying? A young kid, he wants to experiment. He's been dealing with girls, and he's like, he's having feelings. Well, the best way to do that is just to have an experience. You go out, you have an experience. You do crazy things. He said this as much. He said, I did it. I had fun. You know what I'm saying? I got paid for it. He tries to cover it up by going, I got paid for it, but then you ain't got no money. And it's a strange thing we live in, a strange world we live in. But clearly he was making something, and then Grayling said, I'll take your identity, thank you. I'll take your identity, thank you. Clearly that didn't work because he used the other guy, and the other guy, did the split on the penis, and then he's gone. He was gone, right? Thanksgiving, he was gone, right? And then he's over there, looking for a new thing. Oh, whatever. I don't know why, but I guess people are just using him as an experience, as an experience. You want to experience the daddy thing, you know what I'm saying? Someone who treats you a certain way, you know what I mean? Makes you feel a certain way, almost like, ever seen powerful people who like to be whipped and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Humiliated in some form, gets them off. There are people out there that get off on this. And while we're sitting here going, well, he's a victim. He's a victim. He's a victim if he got robbed, if he was robbed, like he was taking his identity. That's the victim part. I don't think he's a victim if these kids, these young people, I keep calling them kids, but they're not kids. They're grown adults. He's 21, 22 years old. He was 22 years old when he met him. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know everyone's still developing to 25 and all that, but there's a lot of maturity in some people, and there's a lot of immaturity in people. There's a different maturity, even though the ages are right. So the proper age is there, but the maturity level was all off. They're both immature. You know what I mean? That's why it looked like they were getting along for a long time. I mean, they lasted longer than the other people. Yeah, what did he last? He lasted almost a month, right? It was over a month. It was a month and a half. It was a month and a half. That had to be the longest, right? Well, who else did he have that long? I can't remember another one who had that long. Usually they're like a couple of weeks and he moves on. We were losing bets all over the place with Cam. You know what I'm saying? We were losing bets. I bet that was his thing. He wanted to stay the longest, right? Yeah, stay the longest, get the most tattoos. You know what I mean? So his new girl, we don't know who the new girl's name is, but we saw that they were, on BIGO. Well, He's on BIGO and she's in the background. I took. This is my thing now. I take video, screenshots. Why not? Yeah, put it up there, please. Thank you. You've been putting. Oh, it's been running in the background of this video, and you can even see some of the comments. Some of the comments they were saying that she has a water gun. Did you get that? You understood that? That's when I knew that what they were talking about. That she was, pre-op. You know what I mean? That she has a water gun. Is that what we call it now? Is that what we call it? Is that what the boys call it? A water gun? I'm sorry. I don't want to laugh because I don't know if it's insensitive or not to call it a water gun. But I'm just saying it's a cute name for it if you're trying to be, incognito about it. You know what I mean? God, a water gun. A water gun. Pew, pew, pew. Because all I'm thinking is a water gun. I'm thinking of a water gun. Either that or the infinity pillow. Have you seen the infinity pillow on TikTok? Go look it up. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you, but go look it up. The infinity pillow. I got caught too. I got caught too. Someone said, did you see the infinity pillow? I was like, no. Did you? Oh, go ahead. Look it up. You going to put it on the screen? Go ahead. Put it on the screen. The infinity pillow. There you go. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. Oh, gosh. I don't know. It is what it is. So, I don't know what he's going to do for content. He has his YouTube over there. I don't know what he's going to do. We don't know what he's going to do. I don't even know how interesting he is. I mean, to be honest with you, he wasn't all that interesting on the BIGO. You know what I mean? But I would still interview him. Or if I was doing interviews and things, I would interview him. I have plenty of questions. I think he could tell us a lot about Grayling. And tell us a lot about, what's going on in the head. And the reason why is because I think he matches with him. That's why they lasted as long as they did, We're going to get married. Everyone knew that was a lie. Told you that was a lie. Anyway. Oh, boy. We got so much coming up. Shout out to all of the BIGO boys out there. Prince and everybody. We see you guys. We see all of y'all. You know what I mean? I have to say, shout out to y'all. Y'all is just a bunch of entertainment that I tell you. Here I am. 51-year-old man. Gosh, being totally entertained by it. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm looking around. I'm like, I know there's a bunch of other yarn up in here. Looking and oh my God, these kids just living vicariously through these children and going, oh, remember the days. Could you imagine if they had cameras on us when we were going through all these things? All those sex conversations on sex lines, all those, sex meetups and all the times you hang out with your friends on the pier. Imagine that was all on camera all the time, every day. Oh, boy. Talk about content. Unlimited.
Oh, we know how you like it. Raw and uncut with DJ Baker.
Go out there, man. Do your thing. All right, go get it.